Hello, my name is Manny Gonzalez, an author, motivational speaker, and licensed clinical social worker in the state of Indiana. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to this stress management workshop titled 3 Keys to Survive a Mental Meltdown. It gives me great pleasure to do this. I retired, however, I stay busy, involved in the field of therapy, counseling, and mostly now I prefer to do presentations regarding stress. One question I ask audiences and people is, what is it you want out of life? And the response I usually get is, I just want to be happy. People are looking for peace, to be free from the cares of this world, to have peace of mind. And as we look at what is it that prevents us from doing this, usually there's stressors that are involved. And one of the biggest stressors that I find that people are dealing with is living in the past. Excess baggage. Continue to deal with things from the past that make life difficult. I wrote a book titled Burn Your Bridges, Don't Look Back. And in the book, I highlight ways, means to leave the past behind, to embrace the future, celebrate the past, however, move on. Whatever happened in the past cannot be undone. However, today's a new day. Life can be exciting and rewarding again. And that stress that we all deal with makes it almost impossible to be at peace, to have a balanced life. And in my book, I speak of what will make it more possible for you to overcome, deal with the past, and continue to move on. One thing that people don't realize is that your unforgiveness, your holding on to things, your refusal to let go hurts. It's not helpful one bit. So how do we overcome issues from the past? Well, in my 3 keys to survive that mental meltdown, I found that one of the most important issues that people can look at in order to overcome stress is attend to spiritual issues. Research shows that those that are involved in spiritual matters, and when I speak about spiritual matters, I'm not talking about necessarily a religion or a church. Depends what it is that you believe in. I'm not here to tell you what to believe in. I have my beliefs, and I'm happy and comfortable with them, and they work for me. That's what I'm saying. If you have religious or some sort of spiritual background or beliefs, look at those. Attend to those. Be faithful. Look at things beyond the physical, the natural. And you find those spiritual issues, that strength, that peace of mind you get from dealing with these matters of the spirit are going to go a long way in helping you deal with stress. Because those that are attending to spiritual issues find that they're more sociable. They like to be around people. They're giving people, because if you're involved in some sort of spiritual pursuit, one thing that happens, you want to give, you want to share. You think about others more than you do about yourself. And a tenet of any spiritual road you take is love. To actually genuinely have unconditional love for people, along with forgiveness. And that's one of the biggest problems with people living in the past. Being stuck. You must learn and forgive others. Yourself at times is even more important, because we have this idea we're supposed to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're all have faults and failures. And what do we do with that? We need to learn to to go ahead with that. And as I mentioned, that first key, attending to spiritual issues, if you think about it, makes sense. It makes sense. It's something other than yourself. It's something other than the physical and what you see around you. It transcends the natural world and gives you that peace, that comfort in knowing that there's a better way to live. So that first key is really important. I want you to think about that. Do you want to stop living in the past? Begin to burn your bridges and stop looking back. Let it go. One of the best ways to do it is to attend to spiritual issues. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll talk more about this in future presentations. And again, I'm Manny Gonzalez. I'm with Speaking of Stress, and I have 3